This is new. This is
It looked good this morning. Only thing I got against them is they're all Cowards.
I'll pick that up, yeah.
How you doing, sir? I didn't tell you hello.
Good.
You feeling better?
Yes, sir.
Do the pledge, Mr. Visa? Sure. Or you want to do the prayer? No, I what you got?
Because at the top of his, he didn't see it. 16. Oh, they gave somebody else gave it. Yeah. 16. Yeah, and 25.
Want some water?
Three of us can leave it behind. We got us some KOK chicken.
I want to call this city council meeting to order. Mr. Viznar is going to do the pledge, and I'll do the prayer. Oh, Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for another day this evening, Lord. A day that we truly don't deserve, but by your grace and your mercy, we are here, Father God. I want to pray for my colleagues that we may make sound decisions based upon wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We pray and ask these blessings in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Renee?
Mr. Bilbo? Mr. Young?
Here.
Mr. Harvey?
Here.
Mr. Marks?
Here.
Mr. Vizano?
Here.
Mr. Fondell?
Here.
Mr. Stewart? We have a quorum.
Okay. We're going to start the meeting off with a presentation by the new Housing Authority Director, Mr. Greg Pete.
Yes, sir. Name, Greg Pete, address 4537 Bear Crossing Lane. Drive before the end of the year. That's our goal. Again, I'm waiting on environmental approval from HUD, and looks like that's going to happen here real soon. So if that does, I'll go out for bidding, get those two things done. So those are the first two things that we said we were going to look at. One of the other big things in the city, and we should be extremely excited about it, is the Choice Neighborhood activity. That is actually a partnership between the Housing Authority, the City of Lake Charles, You pray for me that we continue to work and make that stuff happen. The other thing is that I have 2 restoration projects that I'm working on. One is the Willow Manor. It's an 811 project. It's a disabled housing activity, and we're trying to get that done. We had a situation where we had a contractor, but some things didn't happen right, so we had to fire that contractor. And doing that, we had to go back into the units, verify what is working, what's not working. We've done that, so we're in the rebidding process to get that fixed. So we're in the process of getting that done. Hopefully, I'll close that up in the next month or 2. And then we're going to restore Woodway Park, which is right off of East McNeese. Those are the 2 restoration projects that are going to happen. And the reason that they're going to happen quickly is because I can restore them a lot quicker than I can do anything else at this point. And I need to get housing available for the city. So that's what we're going to do. Then we have a few other restoration things that you'll hear about more. I'm not really prepared to talk about those today, but I will keep you abreast of the situations as I'm given the opportunity to do so. And the last thing that I'd like to talk about is that we're going to have to reposition the housing authority here in Lake Charles. I mean, as you can see, public housing is not what public housing was what it was, but now the current administration and the federal government is looking at public housing in a different light. So we're going to have to reposition ourselves in Lake Charles from a public housing perspective, and I'll be on the forefront of making that happen. So that's all I have, and I appreciate the time to go through those activities.
Hold 1 second, Mr. Pete. Mr. Weatherford, you got anything for Mr. Pete?
I do not. Thank you.
Mr. Fundale?
No.
Mr. Vizano? Mr. Beerbo?
No, sir.
Mr. Young?
Thank you.
No
You-
problem.
Fantastic job. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Mr.
Thank you.
Harvey?
Yes, I'm sorry, yes, I do have a couple things to address. Well, I can have a couple minutes, Mr. President.
Yes, just
All right,
talking to the
So-
mic, though.
couple things. First of all, I want to say congratulations, Mr. Pete, on your
Thank you.
appointment.
Thank you, sir.
And also want to thank you for taking the time out to have several meetings with me for moments of clarity, to address some things that I previously, I've never shied away from my relationship with the Housing Authority previously, and I was one of the people who suggested that maybe you come before this board, before this council, and introduce yourself and let us know the things that we're coming. So hats off to you and everything that you're doing. Love the new location and everything, all the initiatives that you're doing to try to clean things up. But I also want to take the time to where I feel this is the perfect platform to address some things that we previously had not. Several months ago, I came before this council and I said that, hey, I expressed several set of second year on the council, we had a public meeting in the North Lake Charles community where several people came to that meeting and several people lied to my community. And when I say they lied, it was just total manipulation from visualizations, PowerPoints, and many statements that said the St. Mary Drive project was going to be located on the Moline Street location. I want to take this time today to go on public record to say it was a lie, okay? There was never a $40+ million award that was lost during that time. In fact, you can fact check me if you want to. As I expressed to the District 8 community time and time again, we never lost any money because there was never any money to lose. So anyone who put that narrative out that we lost millions of dollars on the District 8 relocation of St. Mary Drive project from its previous location, the money was never lost. The money was never secured. It was a potential project. The Housing Authority put out a message that we lost $40+ million because of a decision that I made to stop my community from having a housing project built. That was a lie. I'm here on record, and I want to publicly let people know that today we're being justified in District 8 because the project was never going to come. The previous administration put out a narrative and put several things out that said, hey, because Councilman Harvey shot this project down, we in the North Lake Charles community lost an opportunity to get several low-income housing units. That was totally a lie. There were several people in the community who ran with that story, even to go and say that it would be named the Mary Morris Project. It was never that case. So I'm here to say that this is the opportunity that we, especially the people in my district in North Lake Charles, need to attend the council meeting so that you can hear the factual information, not the hearsay. Social media is not an official platform to convey ignorance. The city council meeting is recorded for a reason. It's recorded. In fact, in a meeting that occurred at the Allen P. August building, it was stated that St. Mary Drive projects will be demolished in 60 days. We're almost 2 years from that day, and St. Mary Drive project sits the same way it was because of misleading information. In fact, Mr. Pete, you can fact check me on this, but in a meeting in Mr. Pete's office, I want to go on record and say we're probably about another year. Agreed that 2 years ago we weren't nowhere near this point. I know I'm not asking you to go back and speak on anything, but I just wanted to put this out for everyone to understand. Listen to me, and this is coming from the District A. I know the housing authority is throughout the city, but we got to stop listening to information that's not factual and stop spreading lies. Listen, there is nothing that I want to withhold from my community, but today I wanted to take the opportunity because we do have a new person over the housing authority to correct some things that was publicly put out. I also want to say this too, that at no point did I feel the previous administration tried to rectify this, because we had several meetings upstairs with people who were a part of this project. And I, along with several of the council members, participated in these meetings. And again, we were lied to time and time again. So I'm only speaking for the St. Mary Drive project. And I wanted to go on record again for saying that we never had an allocation of $40+ million to move this project. Please, I'm asking you today to only get factual information. My number is public, 337-540-8838. I'm also available via email, and I also want to be able to put this out here. There's a lady by the name of Miss Renee DeVille who does a phenomenal job of being a council clerk. We're not hard to find, but if you want the facts, please reach out to us and let's get the facts. But for the point of record, we never lost money on the St. Mary Drive project because it was a fictitious story. It was. The North Lake Charles area, but for the city of Lake Charles as a whole. So I appreciate you.
Mr. Mayor, anything you want to say?
So I for one.
About me is that I'm going to be as transparent as I can be, and what I tell you is what I tell.
All right, at this time, we're going to have to go on the record to move something up. So please vote on the minutes.
7-4.
We're going to defer 6, 7, 11, and 14 to August 20th, 2025. We're going to defer 22 and 23 to August 6th, 2025. We're going to delete 1, 5, 15, and 3. Again, defer 6, 7, 11, and 14 to August 20th, 2025. Defer 22, 23 to August 6th, 2025. Delete 1, 5, 15, and 3. At this time, we're going to move up number 24. And I'll read it in. An ordinance authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter into a cooperative endeavor agreement with the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury for the construction of a new judicial complex. At this time, we're going to have Mr. Bolin and Mr. Bears and Bridget Champagne.
Good evening, Judd Bears, Calcasieu Parish Police Jury President.
to see everyone. I love the discussion, love to continue that discussion. One of my goals when I was appointed parish administrator on April 1st was really to attend all the city council meetings across the parish. I think it's so important because, as we all know, success is best when shared, and that I truly mean.
The end of this to have two green spaces, one at the corner of Lakeshore and Kirby and one at the corner of Ryan and Gill, and that this connects the Lakeshore Drive to Ryan Street with pedestrian traffic flow. So one of the goals of the parish, and we just want to point this out, is to really work hand in hand with the city to maintain the standards that the city has already set for design, and particularly for the downtown area, and just to grow that even more so that it is all very uniform and works together. So you see, and I can answer any questions, but you see the old courthouse at the bottom. Subsequent project to come, it will ultimately have a new canopy and will front Ryan Street. The new courthouse you see in the middle where Piton Street currently sits, with a new pedestrian park-like space coming through the middle of the campus, and then the Magnolia. This is just a rendering image of the new front of the Judicial Courthouse. looking kind of from the old courthouse, as if you're standing under the canopy of the old courthouse, looking at it that way, out towards Lake Shore. This is an image. These are not fully developed. I'll say that, schematic in nature, but just to show what it will be like coming from the corner of Shore and Kirby, entering onto this new Calcasieu Plaza green space, looking at both the old historic courthouse and the new Judicial Center. This is from the opposite corner, so this will be the new front of the government building, the parish government building, from the corner of Gill and Ryan. Again, connecting a green space that there used to be some buildings that sat there now that have been taken down, but we're working with a landscape architect as a part of our team and really trying to develop these areas into more pedestrian friendly. And this is just a graphic just to show that we comply with the parking requirements. So that's been a big question asked. We are taking down the parking garage that sits behind the Magnolia building now. It's mostly empty on most days, but nevertheless, over the last several years, the parish has been working to add parking lot. The Gill Street parking has been expanded. And so ultimately, this is just a total square footage count of all of the square footage of the parish buildings and how much parking spaces are available to show that we comply with the parking. And that's it. I kept it short. I'll answer any questions that anybody has.
Any questions from the council?
I have a comment.
Yes, ma'am.
I do appreciate the strategic planning the process that you guys have used in putting the complex together. I've heard really great things from the judges that will use it in the future, as well as families that have had to use the family court as it is now. I know that these are preliminary schematic designs. I would love to see the Ryan streetscape that we have along Ryan Street that we've spent the last decade or so incorporated into the plan, maybe along Kirby Street or Gill Street. But I do very much appreciate this project, and thank you for the green space.
You're welcome. Thank you.
If you could hang around for a second,
Sure.
because we have a card. Mr. Nathaniel Allered. Please state your name and address for the record.
Hey, good evening. Nathaniel Allered, 231 Harrison Street, Lake Charles, Louisiana, 70601. I'm here on behalf of the Downtown Development Authority. I sit as a chair on that board. Mr. Boland was kind enough to come and bring this presentation to us at last week's meeting, and so the board was able to put eyes on it, review it, and we've actually got a resolution of support to move this forward. So just wanted to make a few comments. This incorporates many aspects that are important to a healthy and thriving downtown. We recently had a nationally renowned urban planner come visit the area and give us some guidance. His name is Jeff Speck, and he incorporates 4 real kind of key components to how he looks at things: usefulness, safety, comfort, and interest. And this accomplishes all 4 of those things. Obviously, there's a major use case in the judicial complex. It's safe. It creates a pedestrian corridor that's completely insulated from traffic to get from Ryan Street, from that southeast corner there of Gill and Ryan, through to the northwest corner at Kirby and Lakeshore. So we get a brand new pedestrian corridor that, again, as Mr. Young said, schematic in nature at the moment, but gives us an idea of how beautiful that space can be in connecting those areas, which connecting that Ryan Street corridor through to Lakeshore is a major goal of the DDA moving forward. We're really looking at the Broad Street corridor really hard, but this will be another connection point, which we think would be very useful. So useful, safety, comfort, obviously very, very pleasant and inviting with all the green spaces, and then interest, visually engaging. And so beautiful building, great job. The walkability spaces look great as well. Did want to highlight design consistency and cohesion as that landscape architectural plan comes together. Just want to focus on some of those elements that have already been established in the Ryan Streetscape: the brick pavers, the sidewalk medallions, the decorative pedestrian lighting, coordinated benches, waste receptacles, looking at drought tolerant landscaping, to reduce watering needs, things of that nature. But, you know, beyond kind of those really pragmatic elements, this creates an opportunity, as the parish has indicated, for a legacy project that illustrates very tangibly economic vitality and civic pride within the downtown development district. A beautiful project like this can be an anchor and a catalyst for increased development within the district. A healthy downtown should provide the highest density of total tax revenue anywhere in the city. And it's projects like this that help to keep the momentum going. Developers want to develop where things are happening, right? And so to have something of this caliber and this nature going on right in the center and the core of the district is a good thing. So it gives us some economic vitality and some civic pride, and then, you know, should spur additional interest in adjacent development. When we think about this happening, we think about recently completed projects like Woodring. We've got some pretty major projects coming on the line with Green Coast Enterprises renovating the 710 Ryan Street building. I believe that they're hoping to close on that this week. So we've got a lot of momentum. When we start taking into account the new hotel and convention space and amphitheater that the council approved a few months ago, we've got a ton of momentum right here in downtown. And that helps to drive private investment behind these public investments and really lift everybody up. So thank you again for the beautiful design. Thank you to the parish for pushing this forward, and hopefully the council sees the value in this project as well.
Thank you, Mr. Aguirre. Any questions or comments? Mayor?
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Bowling, I want to drill down a little bit more on the, because we've talked about the aesthetics of it, but like you said, it is a legacy project, and I think just for the sake of the taxpayers who are footing the bill on this, would you explain the number of buildings that are going to be replaced and what the current cost of maintaining and those types of facilities and what this is going to do for that?
I can take a shot. We currently have 4 structures in this plan that will be demolished once this project is complete. You're going to have the 2 annexes. So if you picture district courthouse, you have a north and a south annex where the clerk's at, and then where the family court's at. So at the end of this project, we will move to demolish those 2 structures. We will also, at the end of the project, demolish the judicial court, the current district court, and the parking garage. So we're knocking down 4, putting up 1. It's kind of my simple math there. The cost of the project is $52 million. It sounds like it's a lot of money, which it is. It is taxpayers' money. It is your money. However, when you tell the story about the maintenance that we are putting forward to those 4 old structures, I think 3 of them were built in 1961, and they need a lot of work and a lot of money. And then the newest one is 32 years old, being the district court. So when you look at those numbers and how you can consolidate space for district court, family court, and the clerk, so the clerk will be in there, we will actually save money in the long run. So it's more than just a $52 million project. There's a story behind it, and that's how we got here.
Thank you.
Any other?
No, I said thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it from the
Thank
parish.
you all. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Mr. Marks, may I say
Yes,
something? And again, Dane, thank you, and the parish and Bridget. And the parish has kept us engaged throughout this process. We've had many meetings with them. We'll still have additional meetings as they continue to refine the plan. But I just think it's important for the council to know that in the cooperative endeavor agreement, there's really, I think, 3 major asks. And I just want to make sure y'all understand it, and we support it. Is the closing of Python, which will be part of the complex, the temporary closure of Gill during construction that will be opened up after construction, and they'll put it back in the condition that it is if it gets damaged, and also temporary parking at the event center for workers. It will not be a lay-down yard, but they've asked for some temporary parking for workers. We think it's reasonable. We're still working out some logistics on the parking. But again, those I think are the 3 major asks that they're asking from the city as we move forward with the project.
Any other questions or comments? Again, thank you. Okay, moving on. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Thought it already passed. Please vote.
7-4.
All right. Number 2, we had public hearings. An ordinance ordering demolition and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of a structure located at 709 McNabb Street. Gordon Drilling Company Incorporated owners. We have no cards. Mr. Hester.
Good evening, council. And this is a storm damaged structure. You can see in the pictures there's portions of the roof that are damaged, exterior wall damage, window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of this structure.
Offer to the record photographs of the subject property, and proof of service through the marshal's office and certified mail.
Go
Can
ahead,
you call out to see if anybody's here for this one?
Anybody here for item number 2? Anybody here for item number 2?
Ms. Appleby went out in the hall just to call to see, because somebody who represented the succession was supposed to come.
Okay. Nobody?
It's my understanding from that they wanted to demolish. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So they want to demolish it?
Right.
Okay. Mr. Harvey?
I would suggest, recommend normal delays.
Normal delays, please vote.
7-4.
We're deleting number 3, deleted number 1. Number 4, an ordinance ordering demolition and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of a structure located at 1630 Gifford Street. Deanie L. Jones, Montgomery owner, subject to a tax sale to the state of Louisiana. Mr. Hester.
This one has roof damage, exterior wall damage, the windows are damaged and boarded, and all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of this structure.
Offer to the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service through certified mail.
No cards, Mr. Harvey?
Before I make my
Number 9.
Before I make my recommendation, I'm going to recommend 1515, but can we please include the shrubbery, the debris? That's a very high traffic corner in my district on the corner of Giffords and Shattuck. And we also near one of our parks that we're making major investments in. So we can possibly include in the demolition of the home, the debris, the trees, and just cleaning that corner up. That's a high traffic corner.
We'll make a note of it.
All right, thank you. I recommend 1515.
1515, please vote.
7-4.
Number 5 is deleted. Number 6 is deferred to August 20th. Number 7 is deferred to August 20th. Number 8, anybody here for number 8?
To demolish.
Anybody here to number 8? We're going to defer that to August 20th. Number 9, an ordinance ordering demolition and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of a structure located at 3214 Louisiana Avenue. Edgar Madrigal owners. Mr. Hester.
This one has some roof damage. It has exterior wall damage, window damage, all exposing the interior to severe weather damage of the structure.
Offer to the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service through the marshal's office.
Okay. Mr. Edgar Madrigal. You had number 3 on here as well, right? We deleted number 3. Is it any reason he want to speak on 3 and 9?
Number 3, he's already done a bunch of repairs on.
Okay.
I talked with Mr. Harvey. He's in the process, so
Okay.
he's doing a
But
good job.
Doug?
For the record, this one also, he has submitted the permit application requirements. We're going through the review process right now. I think we're waiting on a update on a contractor's license. So for the record, he is in process of getting this back into commerce.
Mr. Fundale, in this situation, we can defer because we still waiting on some paperwork, so you want to defer to the next meeting?
Yes.
Next meeting, or you want to give a little more time?
15:30?
No,
30.
I was saying just for the
Oh,
deferral.
deferral. 60 days?
30 days?
60 days would be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
60 days.
We'll defer to September 17th.
Defer to December 17th. September 17th, excuse me. All right.
Please vote.
Please vote.
7-4.
Number 10, an ordinance ordering demolition and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of a structure located at 1725 North Simmons Street. Joseph Petrie, Martha Henry, Marcus Simon, Brandon Simon, and Michael Simon, owners. Mr. Hester.
And this one has severe roof damage to this structure. It has exterior wall damage. The windows are damaged, all exposed in the interior to severe weather damage of this structure.
Offer to the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service to the marshal's office.
Brandon Simon. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Brandon Simon, 2401 20th Street. This property is basically, there's no succession on it. There's a lot of hands in it. Uncle Joe had 4 kids. One of them has 13. One of them's in Angola. One of them shot himself, has 2 kids, and the other one is going up and down Highway 14 being raised. The 4 kids being raised by her mom. So Joe Petrie, his side is going to be very difficult to get any succession done to try to get this property. I mean, we just need some time, I guess, you know, because we're probably going to end up demoing the property. But Aunt Tootie is the one who's still living, and she's in Texas right now living with her son.
So let me ask you a question. Do you have authorization to speak on behalf of this property?
I'm Brandon Simon. That's it. My mom was one of the ones. She died when she was 35. So me, my brother, and my older brother, you know, I'm just speaking for the family. That's why I put speaking for the family, because right now it's just a lot. 'Cause my older brother lives in Vegas, and he doesn't care about this, you know. And Marcus is
Mr. Harvey.
Yes. I've gotten a lot of complaints about this particular property, but I'm more than happy to help. I'm willing to defer for 30 days until you come back, but just understand that when properties come like this before us and there's no succession plan in place, we know successions can be rather lengthy. And as you can see, it's becoming a safety hazard because it's starting to lean. I could defer for 30 days and maybe you can get together with the family and come back with a solid plan, and then we can go from there. That's cool. I recommend defer for 30 days.
So we'll defer to August 20th, and you won't get another notice in the mail.
Please vote.
7-4.
Number 11 is deferred to August 20th. Number 12, an ordinance ordering demolition and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of a structure located at 211 North Hodges Street. Bobby, no middle name, LaFleur, and June Marie Jubert LaFleur, owners. Mr. Hester.
In this structure, the roof is okayed, but there's exterior wall damage, there's some window damage, all exposed in the interior to severe weather damage of this structure.
Offer the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service through certified mail.
June LaFleur. Please state your name and address for the record.
June LaFleur, 2411.
Could you speak into the mic, please?
June LaFleur, 2431 Fox Run Road, Westlake, Louisiana.
Okay. Ms. LaFleur, what would you like to see done?
I need more time. My stepdaughter's still living in the house.
Mr. Harvey?
So you say someone is actively living in a house?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Hester, just for guidance, so we deemed it blighted with someone actively living in it?
Mr. Hester?
Yes, Mr. Harvey, we did.
Yeah.
We did? Okay.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they're looking for another place for her
Yes,
to
she
move.
is.
Right.
How long would you think you need?
About 30 to 45 more days.
Okay. I recommend we do 60 days instead of 45.
Mhm.
And then if you don't have a plan within the 60 days, just come back before us and we'll have a discussion. We'll
Okay.
set a time for you.
Yeah, give
But
me a
in the
date.
meantime, you may have to be in compliance with Mr. Hester. He may have to give you a call just so we can.
All right.
She knows me.
Okay. Yeah.
So 60 days will be plenty of no time for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I recommend 60 days and we could just come back and make.
So it's a deferral?
Yes, sir.
So we'll
for
defer
60
to
days.
September 17th. You won't get another notice, so you need to come back on September 17th.
Same time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Defer 60 days, please vote.
7-4.
Number 13, an ordinance ordering demolition and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for demolition of a structure located at 918 North First Avenue, detached garage only. Patricia H. MacArthur Baxter, owner. Mr. Hester.
This is a garage only. You can see in the pictures there's damage to the roof, there's damage to each exterior wall on the structure, and there's interior damage also to the structure.
Offer to the record photographs of the subject property and proof of service through the marshal's office.
Patricia Baxter.
Patricia Haney MacArthur Baxter.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Patricia Haney MacArthur Baxter, 918 North First Avenue, Lake Charles, Louisiana, 70601. I'm requesting at least 30 days to find a contractor, initiate the improvements, and 60 days to complete it, if not more.
I recommend 30-60.
Normal
Can we
delays.
explain to her what 30-60 is, just to make sure we all?
So if it's approved, you'll have 30 days to pull a building permit, and then 60 days total, including the 30 days to pull the permit to get all the work done.
Okay.
Would that be enough time for you?
If not more, can I go 90 just to make sure? I mean,
I'm
I
okay with
hadn't-
30-90.
30-90.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I recommend 30-90.
3090, please vote.
7-4.
Number 14 is deferred. Oh,
What? He'll give you. She might. You need any more guidance?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
all right. Number 14, we defer into October 1st. That's correct, huh, Mr. Morgan?
Correct.
Number 15 is deleted. Ordinances for final action. Number 16, an ordinance accepting the lowest responsible bid and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for project number LCR 409, Buddy Prejean Park. I recommend Gunter Construction Incorporated be awarded the construction contract on the above noted project for the base bid amount with no alternates on this project for a total construction cost of $1,130,000. I move that it be accepted. Any questions or comments? Please vote. Number 17. I'm sorry. Number 17, an ordinance accepting the lowest responsible bid and authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter an agreement for the purchase of janitorial supplies for use by various divisions and departments of the city of Lake Charles. Mr. Weatherford.
Yes, sir. We had several bidders on this item. The successful bidder on this item was Economical Janitorial and Paper Supply in the amount of $373,950.88 for categories 1 through 7. And these will be provided on an as-needed basis. So this is an estimate based on what they anticipate the needs to be. So I move that we accept this bid.
Any questions or comments? Please vote.
7-4.
Number 18, we have an amendment to number 18, Mr. Morgan.
Well, read it in.
Okay. Number 18, an ordinance authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter in a cooperative endeavor agreement with the Greater St. Mary Community Foundation for the transfer of ownership of properties parcel number 00570052 and parcel number 00581771 for use in the church's operation related to CDBG DR Hope Center project. Also, to further that amendment, upon HUD's approval of the grant application and authorization of funds, the city will complete the purchase of parcel number 00471445 1417 Catherine and 1103 North Lines and 00597287 1415 Catherine. The council has already authorized this purchase. Appraised value for the two properties is a little over $131,000 total. The foundation will be given the site control over the above properties as well as the city-owned parcels at the corner of North First Avenue and Catherine Street. Upon 5 years of successful operations of the Hope Center, the above parcels will be transferred by the city to the foundation in full ownership. The city will only retain necessary right-of-ways and servitudes. The foundation will meet all obligations of the sub-recipient agreement, policies, and procedures required by HUD.
And just to confirm, that those terms would be the amendment, and it would be to enter into a CEA subject to those terms, a cooperative endeavor agreement subject to those terms.
We want to vote on the amendment first?
What? Yeah, you can unless you have comment, but one more comment, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think the name is Greater St. Mary Community Development Foundation.
Community Development Foundation, yes. Okay, any questions or comments? Questions or comments? Hold on, I got a card. 2 cards, one card right now. Fitzgerald Darbone, state your name and address for the record, please.
Fitzgerald Darbone, 2523 Hagan Street. My question is this going to be a community resilience hub or a community what?
I can tell you
it's
not a resiliency hub.
So if it's not a resiliency hub, why are we spending CBDG disaster relief money on something that's not a resilience hub?
Because it doesn't have to be a resiliency hub in order for us to spend that money. This would be for a public service. This is a Hope Center that will provide a service to the public.
Okay, so how was this announced to this? Is this a grant that's coming from the CBDG money, or did anybody else get an opportunity to bid on this grant? How was it advertised? Mr. Tisno didn't give a good brief of this last month when it was asked, so I'm trying to get some understanding of what this actually is.
Mr. Tisno, if you don't mind, can you explain this project?
Well, the Hope Center project is a resiliency project. It's a hub that would be basically a public service. It'll be a public service project that assists people, of course, during the storm, but also before and after. So it's something that's open year round to the public. It's not just for the church or anything like that. It's for the public to use. That's it. And it's CDBG DR funding that's funding this project.
Mr. Tisno, was it the subject of several public meetings?
Yes.
I mean, the plan for the CDBG money?
We had, over the last few years, we've had several meetings where we have to present this to the public, just like we do our run through the public citizen participation process, just like anything else would.
Mr. Moore, can you explain to the community what is the CBG funding, so that anybody had any questions, they know?
Yeah.
Exactly what it is?
So there is the community development block grant funds. They were first made available to cities across the country with at least 50,000 people in population since 1974. So the city has been receiving this funding for years, but what started happening in the 90s is the federal government started making these same CDBG funds available to people, well, I say people, but to states, municipalities, whatever, to deal with disasters. So this is the first time, this was 2022, the first time that the city has ever received a direct funding for disaster recovery. We had never received CDBG for anything except our normal projects, money that we get on an annual basis. So what happened in 2020, really 22, late 2022, we started doing all of the planning, having all of the public meetings. And, like I said, people were able to come in, and we had good crowds at Allen August here. And just to come in and voice their opinions, but also learn about these funds and what they could be used for. So the Hope Center project, our business incubation center project on 171, we have HRI, this Wood Ring Apartments right down the street, Bilbo Street, Capstone at the Oaks, which is another affordable housing project on 6th Avenue, and Calcasieu Heights, which is right next to Riverside Park. That's another affordable housing project that we've had. Now, the other project that we have, it didn't involve a subrecipient, but it's the fire department campus on 6th Avenue. So that is, all of this is made up, and it had to go before the public. And once we do that, HUD would not approve our projects if we didn't do it that way. So that's how we got here.
Real quick question.
Yes.
Friar Leclerc, it is a resiliency project of sort because it's going to help. Hopefully it doesn't have to be used in that form because we don't want to get hit by another hurricane for it to be used in that fashion. But it's really a dual purpose. It will give services, related to hurricane, natural disaster damages, but more times than not, it'll be providing community service.
Yeah,
throughout the year.
It'll be open year round. It has to be.
Right.
In the subrecipient agreement, that the foundation would sign with the city. You know, it is a state that it has to be open to the public. And when we go in, we're required to monitor this. Our staff is required to monitor it. If they're not using it that way, then they'll get a slap on the wrist. I mean, that's just the way it is, just like any other project.
Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, I need to
Mr.
finish.
Darbone?
Yeah, so again, all the characteristics, it sounds just like a resiliency hub. And I keep going back to that because I just want what's best for the community. So, I mean, if we're going to spend $2 million on a building, you know, let's include he said that on 171, the business incubator. Well, that can be, we can save that money and add that into this hub if we're going to start using a hub as if after the disaster we're going to be using it for something. Well, let's use it something that's useful, because that was the same language that we had got from Just Imagine, because we had meetings and they had formed, they did all the data on the location that it was going to be next to SWLA Center for Health Services, and they did a remarkable job. And they have a video, I'm not sure we can key the video up for that, showing this resilience hub and how we had a resilience hub right next to, this is the Just Imagine Community Resilience Hub that they talked about. So the language is all the same. So I'm just trying to get what's best for the community. If it's best to, I don't mind if the church run it, but let's put it in the area that they designated that would work better for the community, rather than putting it in, because it all goes back to logistics here. Whenever we're going to have a disaster, then it's going to come into play. And when it comes into play, we need to be ready. There's a hurricane. I mean, it's coming to the Gulf right now. So, I mean, we hopefully won't happen to go through this. But again, let's get the best bang for our buck. Mr. Simeon, you were involved in the Resilience Hub. You talked with the Community Foundation. I mean, was this the same kind of concept that they talked about with Sarah Judson and them?
Well, the resiliency hubs were supposed to be spaced across five parishes. Mm-hmm. There's two of them that would be in this location, but this one fits the criteria because it's in proximity off the interstate, because the Enterprise extension is a place to go. These places are supposed to be hardened assets that's supposed to survive storms, have independent power sources, have potable water, have charging stations, the things to stage and help the community. And I think that's what the Hope Center is going to do. But when you have blue sky events, which means there's no storms going, then they can house other programs like financial literacy programs, commissaries for food trucks. So there's a number of uses that can be used by this, and there's our understanding that the Greater St. Mary Community Development Foundation is prepared to do that. The city there's a 5-year compliance period. That's why the city is going to be involved with it for the 5 years, more just to make sure that they comply. But after that time, all of that goes over to Greater St. Mary, and they will continue to do that. Now, God forbid we would have a storm, but if there's a storm, the foundation is well prepared to turn that over into a staging area to help the community recover.
So is it possible that like the NAACP, the North Lake Charles Kiwanis, African American Chamber of Commerce, all of them that does not have an office space or space could utilize this hub as a facility as well?
That's a question for the Greater St. Mary Community Development Foundation. They're gonna have control of this because they're the subrecipient of this grant. So, but I think their focus is to bring whatever services, holistic services, that's going to help the community, whether it's blue sky or storm related. So I think the foundation is going to be the adequate person to talk to what type of services they can and will house, because whatever they house has to fall within the compliance of the grant that HUD has put out too.
Right. And I want to state this for the record. Mr. Delborn, you mentioned the Community Foundation. The Community Foundation is just an idea. It's not a government entity. Mm-hmm. It's a proposal that they presented as an idea, just like this. Mm-hmm. We have another card. You through, Mr.
Yes. Yeah.
We have another card. Mr. Samuel Talbot. Please state your name and address for the record. Pastor Samuel Talbot.
Samuel Talbot, 421 North First Avenue, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Since Mr. Darbon is finished, I don't need to speak.
Any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments? Mr. Mayor?
I'd like to comment.
Donald?
You know, I read the application with HUD on this thing. It's not just something thrown together, you know, and one of the main things about the project, it was supposed to spark economic development. And what greater thing to start economic development on this new road that we're finna put in North Lake Charles. That is a prime location to spark business development in that whole area.
I first would, being it is in my district, I would like to offer, if there's any other of my colleagues that would like to speak before I speak.
May I say one thing?
Oh, sure, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And then I'm gonna let you wrap it up. I respect your district. I wholeheartedly support this concept. Also, like Mr. Fondell, getting into the application and the meats and potatoes of it, I am encouraged. I hope that we do not have to use it as a disaster resilience hub. But I think that the good that can come from this one Hope Center is going to be substantial. A population that is most vulnerable, sometimes limited means to transportation, being able to offer so many life services, letting multiple nonprofits gather under one roof, being able to teach life skills and financial literacy after hours, after school tutoring. I think that's so important. And the synergy that we're going to see from multiple groups like that potentially working together is such that the whole is going to be greater than the sum of the parts. So I'm very impressed with this project, and I'm praying for its success.
As an elected official, we were sworn in to do what the community wanted. And I'm looking in this audience, I'm seeing a bunch of fellas in black suits. By a show of hands, if it's okay, I want to see how many people here to support this community development center. That's enough for me. Go ahead, Harvey. Mr. Harvey?
Couple things, and I'm sorry, Mr. President, if I take a little time, but the first thing I want to do is start off by giving thanks. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask for extended minute. We're gonna make a motion on that too. First off, I want to give hats off what credit deserves. This was a lot of people may not see. They see this coming up and there's a discussion, but there was a lot of man hours that went into play for this particular project. I first want to thank the previous administration, but I want to thank the current administration even more. Many people may not know that what happened, but there were several meetings in making sure that this project was done the right way. So I want to make sure I go on record for saying there's nothing that's misleading about this project. There's nothing to be misconstrued about this particular project. Let's not make where it's going to be located the problem. It just so happens to sit in a great place that we identify as North Lake Charles. But under the new administration, as Mr. Simeon say time and time again, it's one Lake Charles, right? Yeah. So let's not make it about the location. I also want to say this too, and I'm being selfish, and you guys are gonna notice about my time up here. But this is not one, not two, not three, but this is the fourth project that District A gets an opportunity to benefit from this one pot of funds. I'm sorry, but this is a great day to even have an opportunity to celebrate what's happening. If we're going to talk about controlling the narrative about what happens in our community, there should be no resistance about this, because this is nothing more than a location, but it's an opportunity that we take a proactive approach and be ready for whatever is in store to come towards Lake Charles. I want to make sure I put this on record. Let's not make the name association the problem. The problem is that it's not a problem. We have an opportunity to make use of funds to be able to put something in place that we all needed in the year of 2020. I want to go on record again and say, first of all, hats off to you, Mr. Tisno. I know you did a lot, man, and I don't think you get your credit where credit is due. But I can honestly say, as the councilman for District A, man, listen, I'm gonna say it again. Not one, not two, not three, but this will be potentially, after this vote, the fourth major project in District A that has benefited from your man hours and your team. So I appreciate you for that. The last thing I want to go on record for saying, listen, this is going to be a great win for the city of Lake Charles. gonna say it again. It's a great win for the city of Lake Charles, and I'm just thankful to be elected by my peers and my community to be able to have a voice to bring this to the forefront. So to my colleagues, however which way you vote, I'm appreciative no matter what. Thank you.
And I want to say this, going forward, if you had any doubts that this new mayor was going to make sure everything go right, then they've been put to sleep, because he took us through the ringer to make sure that this was right, so that nobody could come back later and say something was done. Mr. Morgan, Mr. Cardone, the whole administration made sure, especially these men up here, because they went through it with a fine-tooth comb. So everything about this is on the up and up. So any more questions or comments? Please vote.
7-4.
Vote on.
That's on the amendment. That was on the amendment.
Greater St. Mary, can we have some order, Greater St. Mary? Thank you,
But
please.
that was for the amendment.
You voted, you approved the amendment.
You
Now you
approved
need
the
to vote on it as amended.
Now, vote as amended. Please vote.
7-4.
Number 19, an ordinance adopting and levying the annual property tax millages for the city of Lake Charles for the tax year 2025. Any questions or comments? Please vote.
7-4.
Number 20, an ordinance authorizing the city of Lake Charles to amend the 2024-2025 operating and capital budget to reallocate funds from DR 000 disaster recovery unappropriated fund to DR 009 LCPD annex project. Any questions or comments? Anything you want to say on this particular item, Mr. Mayor?
No, I'm good.
Please vote.
7-4.
Number 21, an ordinance authorizing the city of Lake Charles to enter a lease agreement with Turf and Soil Management LLC for the lease of equipment to be used for the maintenance of Mallet Golf Club grounds. Questions or comments? Please vote.
7-4.
Number 22 has been deferred to August 6th. Number 23 deferred to August 6th. Number 24 we've already dealt with. Number 25, an ordinance authorizing the city of Lake Charles to accept portions of River Ridge Drive and River Ridge subdivision, including public right-of-ways, drainage, water and sewer lines, sewer and traffic control devices for ownership and maintenance by the city of Lake Charles. Questions or comments?
Mr. Marks.
Yes, sir.
I have an amendment to this one.
Okay.
In the ordinance, in section 1, the amendment will read, "The city of Lake Charles, Louisiana does by these presents hereby accept the ownership and maintenance of portions of River Ridge Drive, public right-of-ways, drainage, water and sewer lines, sewer and traffic control devices in River Ridge, sewer and traffic control devices in the city of Lake Charles as per attached Exhibit A."
Vote to accept it as amended.
Vote on the amendment and then as amended.
Vote on the amendment. Please vote.
7-4.
And now vote for it as amended.
7-4.
25A, accept bids for CP 3502 Kirby and Hodges Street sidewalk repairs. It is our recommendation that this project be awarded to R&D Spell Incorporated in the total amount bid of $167,740. Any questions or comments? Please vote.
7-4.
Okay, the following resolutions may be adopted by consent. Anybody want to pull anything?
Yes.
Which
Can
one?
I pull 27 through 31?
27 through 31?
Through 31.
27 through 31. Any others?
Can I make a request to pull items
32 and 45?
32 and 45, and if we could take those up first.
Okay. We going to number 32. Number 32, a resolution appointing 2 members to the Lake Charles Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board representing college list board members for a 3-year term that expires July 26, 2028. And I need to explain this for the public, that this is an appointment to the Civil Service Board. There are 4 applicants that have applied for it. The 2 that previously served on the board are requesting to be reappointed. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Morgan?
All correct. Just one thing, they didn't apply. McNeese submits names to the city,
Right.
so I'm not sure what their involvement is, but McNeese submits them. It wasn't an application.
So, and with that being said, like I said, it's 4 people. We have Mr. Jared Mack, Mr. Michael Eason, Mr. Justin Brashear, and Mr. Alan Heiser. And for clarity, can you explain the voting process to the new council members?
So you have 2 slots to fill, so you'll each have 1 yay vote. You don't have to vote against anybody. With the way they were submitted, my recommendation is that you call out each one individually. Once someone receives more than 4 votes, they're on. And you don't have to read all the names out if both slots are filled. So you would read them as Eason first, Max second, Brashear third, and Heiser fourth.
Easton first, Max second, Heiser third,
Brashear
Brashear
third.
third, and Heiser fourth. Okay,
And real quick, I think the 2 that are on there now that would like to be reappointed were filling terms, unexpired terms of the previous person who couldn't continue to serve for whatever reason.
That's correct.
everybody understand that?
Are any of the individuals here?
Any of those names mentioned here? No. Okay, just for clarity, first one, those that received 4 votes. The first one
2.
up,
We're appointing 2.
Yeah, well, you're
We're
appointing
appointing
2.
two.
Yeah. So you'll each have 2 votes.
right. Michael Eason,
7 votes.
number 2, Gerard Mack,
7 votes.
Mr.
go
President,
any
you don't need to
further.
go any further. So it's Mr. Eason and Mr. Mack will be reappointed.
okay. We going to number 45. A resolution canceling the October 11, 2025 special election to be in the city of Lake Charles, Louisiana, the city, to authorize the renewal of the levy and collection of certain special ad valorem taxes for the purposes described herein and providing for other matters in connection therewith.
The
Mr. Mark.
request to pull it is just so we can get a motion and a second on it to add to the resolution.
Okay. Motion by Mr. Harvey. Second by Mr. Bilbo. Please vote.
7-4.
We'll go back to 27 now. '27. A resolution approving the appointment of Emily K. McDaniel as Director of Finance. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to go on record. The reason why I asked for 27 through 31, we actually can do them all together. I don't know if that's proper protocol, but I just wanted to make a statement as far as all of them combined.
I don't think we can.
We can do it separate.
All together, huh? Because you might vote for 6 and not
I
7.
think what he was saying is just read them all in and then have them voted on by consent.
Okay. Oh, well, we can't have to put it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to 26 and we're gonna read them all together. The follow, you understand what I'm doing? For clarity, in
If-
this particular section, we can read them all in and vote one vote and be done with it.
But Mr. Marks, if
Yes,
he
sir.
does want to comment on one individually, go ahead and
Ask
pull
him.
it.
27 through.
Oh, you wanna talk some more? Okay. 27, a resolution approving the appointment of Emily McDaniel as Director of Finance. 28, a resolution approving the appointment of Wendy Godwin as Director of Human Resources Personnel of the City of Lake Charles. 29, a resolution approving the appointment of Russell J. Stutes Jr. as City Attorney for the City of Lake Charles. 30, a resolution approving the appointment of John Cardone Jr. as City Administrator. Number 31, a resolution approving the appointment of Renee P. DeVille as Clerk of the Council for the City of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Any questions or comments? I have a couple of comments. One, on my term on the council, all of these people have done an outstanding job carrying out their roles. I'm sure they're going to do the same for this administration here. I'm especially pleased with Miss Renee DeVille and Miss Emily McDaniel, because both of them had helped us along the way so much to bring this council along, especially in this time where we got 4 new members, which is unheard of. So with that being said, anybody else?
I'll second that. Yes, Renee has been fantastic. Me learning.
You got my vote.
Thank you.
And let me make a correction. I said these have served well. Mr. Stutes, this is his first rodeo, so I'm sure he's gonna do well as well. All right.
Just for, it's Goodwin, not Godwin.
Oh, Goodwin. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the right one. All right. Please vote. Hey.
All right, right. He wanted to comment, yeah.
Sorry, Mr. President, but I was the one that asked. I'm sorry.
I got excited.
I do want to make a comment, and I want to make sure I don't make this an individual thing, but I do want to say, first of all, thank you, Mr. Simeon, for the administration that you're bringing in. I fully support everyone. I do want to make a couple comments. Mr. Morgan, I've had an opportunity to sit up here for 2.5 years,
Yes.
and man, I think, yes. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, man, because I came in not knowing a lot of these processes, and you was always a phone call or a text away. So, man, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart and the things that you've done to just come into my community, ride with me, drive, like talk. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I thank you for everything that you've done for the city of Lake Charles, but more so for District 8. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mr. Stutes, congratulations. Look forward to working with you. Can't wait to get the ball rolling. Again, I've had the opportunity these last 2.5 years not to work with, but to bug Miss Emily, to bug Mr. Cardone, and to probably bug, call, text this lady more than anything, Miss Renee. I appreciate you. So, Miss Renee, Mr. Cardone, Miss Emily, I'm thankful that you guys get an opportunity to stay on. You definitely make this city better. So I appreciate you all. It's good when everybody. I appreciate the opportunity. So, Mr. Simeon, hats off to you for making great choices. I appreciate that.
And I just want to say this to the council. I know I should have shut up. Man, listen. David Morgan went above and beyond. When we would have complaints about a facility or a place, man, I thought I was doing good, and I go sit outside this place, and I look to the right and to the left, and David Morgan sitting out there with me. You know, so if there was a complaint against a business, he went out and he made sure that complaint was valid on both sides. So I mean, that's commendable, and I appreciate you for serving with us.
May I say one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, to Mr. Morgan, Mr. Morgan is, God always closes one door to open up another. So Mr. Morgan has seen this community through a lot, and he's guided us, advised us, and got us through this. And now as this door closes, because now he can walk out and say that the city is back on track, he can go, we're going to lose him to Beauregard Parish. I'm claiming it already, you're going to become a judge over there. Congratulations.
Hope so. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Cardone.
Yeah, just real quick. First off, thank y'all for the kind words, I guess for myself and also for the others that are being appointed tonight, but also to Mr. Morgan. I've had an opportunity to work with you over the years, and he really has done an excellent job, not only for the city council, but for staff and all of us that have worked with him. So we're going to miss you. You did a good job. And congratulations to you, Rusty.
Any other questions or comments? Please vote.
7-4.
All right, here we go. Number 26, the public hearing and consideration on alteration of existing shoreline contraband bayou to conduct dredging operations for 2 boat slips, construct a boat shed, place field for bank line stabilization behind existing bulkhead, and extending an existing culvert and constructing a new bulkhead at 3725 Burguillon Lane by Louisiana Marine Construction. We're jumping forward to number 33, a resolution accepting project number DR010 LCFD fire training facility demo and earthwork as substantially complete and authorizing the advertising of the 45-day lien. Number 34 through 43, the hearing date is September 3rd, 2025. Number 34, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 521 Kingsley Street, Charlie Toussaint Estate, owner subject to a tax sale to the state of Louisiana. 35, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 2200 Commercial Street, First New Life Missionary Baptist Church of Lake Charles, Louisiana, Incorporated, owner. 36, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 909 14th Street, shed only, Betty Lou Nelson and Marjorie Nelson, owners. 37, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 742 South Line Street, Leona Anthony Orfe and Harriet Orfe Tripp, owners. 38, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 612th Street, Stratton Oakmont Properties LLC, owner. 39, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 2015 Evans Street. Deborah F. Landry, Celestine, Barbara N. Landry, Courtney M. Landry, Justin Landry, Wilson Landry, Donald R. Landry, Jr. owners. 40, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 1118 South Elton Court. Shed only. Yolanda Angeline Harrigan, owner, subject to a tax sale to the state of Louisiana. 41, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 811 17th Street. Alice Diane Cook Williamson, owner. 42, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 2007 13th Street. Don Hammock Hoffpower, owner, subject to a tax sale to the state of Louisiana. 43, a resolution setting date for public hearing on condemnation of a structure located at 3421 McKinley Avenue. O.Z. Fisher Jr. Estate and Sally Fisher Estate owners, subject to a tax sale to the state of Louisiana. 44, a resolution authorizing the city of Lake Charles to advertise to receive sealed bids for project number CP 3469 McNee Street Sidewalk, Carbino Road, Lake Charles Crest Boulevard, Lake Crest Boulevard. Mr. Bilbo, would you take that one? Yes?
It was coming. Yeah.
Vote.
7-4.
The following ordinances are for introduction by consent and will be read into the record the day following this meeting at 1 p.m. in the City Council chamber. This meeting is adjourned.